loving Sairam, and a warm welcome to you, sir, to the studios of Sri Sathya Sai Media Center. It's absolute honor for us and a joy to have you with us. And let me at the outset share that this is no interview, this is a satsang. We would just want to hear from you your beautiful relationship with Bhagawan. And we know there's so many occasions when Bhagawan used to interact with you, and we have seen those beautiful scenes of interaction in the portico. But directly, we want to hear from you how this sweetness that is Sai entered your life and how it has enriched you and continues to sweeten your life, sir.
Sri Sai Narayana Charanau Sharanam Prapatye Srimate Sai Narayanaya Namaha. Swami, I came into Swami's life. I won't say Swami came into my life. The reason was, as I have told many people, the form of Swami initially was not attractive to me because my ideal was somebody who would look like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa or like Raman Maharishi, wearing a loincloth, sitting under a peepal tree, would be how God would come. So in young age, we used to think, okay, Sai Baba, some Swamiji has some miraculous powers. But then nobody in my life, family was actually close to Swami. But when we got married, after we got married, my wife's sister got married to V. Srinivasan's daughter, All India President. So we are obviously invited. Swami came to their house, and that is how I think V. Srinivasan was the vehicle through whom Swami sent for me, in a sense. Then when my wife had told Swami told her, bring your husband. She said, I would bring. I was not very keen, or I was reluctant to come to Parthi. So I said, okay, I'll come to Whitefield. Anyway, I go to Bangalore regularly every week. Went to Whitefield, and as Swami alone can do, he recognized everybody in front of me, in back of me, behind me, by the side of me, but he didn't. I did not exist in his vision. So I said, okay, I've come, I've seen Swami, I've kept your promise to Swami, or Baba as we called those days. Then Swami came to my father-in-law's house. So with proper respect, one had to go because a great man, holy man had come. Then I told Swami, welcome to Sundaram. Come, Dharalam. So when I went to Sundaram, I started saying something. Swami said, "Ellam theriyum Swami ke. I know everything." And walked away with Srinivasan. Then he told Srinivasan, I asked this boy to come to Parthi, but he comes to Whitefield, he comes to Sundaram, but ask him to come to Parthi. So I had no choice, direct command, direction. I came. And as usual, first day he didn't see, second day morning he didn't see. Then I was telling me, Srinivasan, Mama, what is this? Swami has asked us to come and he's not saying. I will tell Swami, I will tell Swami. Anyway, finally he called us for interview in the afternoon, and I think, or the next day morning, I don't know. And he said, this boy, he told my wife, has said bad time. So it was bad time. Now Swami says good time. It is good time. March has come, march forward. Never look back. So in March 93, when I was in the depths of despair about my future, my company, my business, that I came. And 93 onward, I never looked back. It just miraculously changed. So that was my first introduction to Swami, how I came to Swami. And I would not say that I became a devotee instantly. It's not like light comes and darkness disappears. It was a process of couple of years. He invited me to Kodaikanal as his guest. I can tell you that was the greatest bliss. Swami's guest, you come, all the dwara opens and Vaikuntha dwara opens, and everybody says Swami's guest, Swami's guest. Straight away you're ushered into his presence and you sit there the whole day in Kodai. Morning, lunch, dinner, and through the entire time. So it was a great experience. What struck me was that Swami's mouth was Ganga. It flowed incessantly with truth, with Puranas, he will ask somebody, you ask a question, but the question is meant for, answer is meant for somebody else actually. You saw the whole play, how a person who is asking doesn't know what he's asking, or he will tell something to somebody, it is not meant for him. So for 4 or 5 days, I'm not sure, maybe 4 days, I saw this play and I said, okay, there is some power here beyond my comprehension. That Swami made clear to me. In 94 again, we went and again spent 4 days, same way. I could not bear to see Aarti. The second time I went, you thought your chest would burst and you will choke and not breathe. Every time that Aarti just used to go, Jagadisha Hare, I used to just choke up completely. So one of the student brothers later told me, he said, you were in ecstasy, this is what we used to call it in hostel. And everybody could see. And suddenly Swami was walking by me into the mandir, bhajan mandir. In the evening after he walked around for darshan outside, I was walking right on the next door. I caught his hand and broke down. Now people ask me, what is your problem? No problem. The dam broke. All the past karmic yearning and pains and experiences, everything broke. I just held Swami's hand. I still remember so clearly. I held his hand to my forehead and the dam broke. And slowly, gently, Swami withdrew his hands. Even now I can feel it. How he withdrew his hands was not suddenly. Gently withdrew his hands and walked away. So I say that was the time when I realized that he was my anchor, he was my safe harbor, he was everything. That he would be my Jagat Guru, the one who will teach you Atma Vidya. So from then the progress was slowly he was your Guru, then he was your God, then he was not even your God, he was your mother, he was the Divine Mother, which I think the relationship was far greater than just thinking of him as God, because you think of him as God, he is distant. And Swami says, Yadbhavam Tadbhavati. If you treat him as a distant Superman, he will look at you as if you're a small boy. When you look at him as a mother, he will treat you like his very own child. There's nothing you could tell, you could not tell Swami. So that relationship slowly, I cannot say after the 94 time when it grew, but it grew steadily. So that was how my introduction to Swami and surrender to Swami took place.
As you said, you started feeling his love so much, and you can't really explain what happened in your heart. It was just a moment which melted you into him. And it's very interesting that Bhagawan used to call you my boy, and you are relating to him as your mother. And I think that was a very, very sweet relationship. If you can share with us how Bhagawan so endearingly used to treat you as his own child and guide you as you came to seek his guidance from then on. And you were coming to Parthi so
See,
often.
I started coming to Parthi once a month, or few times a year. It was not even once a month in those days, maybe 4 or 5. I wouldn't come for birthday. I wouldn't come for any festival day. I said, Swami will be busy. Where will I see Swami? So I will come from 94 onwards, 3, 4 times a year. I used to leave Hosur, Bangalore. I was staying in the outskirts of Bangalore at 3:30 in the morning. I will drive like a maniac. At 5:30, 2 hours I will be in a Fiat car, at Padmini. 2 hours I'll be here at 5:30. I'll join the Jagar. I didn't have place to stay. So I'll join the Nagar Sankirtan and wait till they allow me to sit. From day one, Swami allowed me into the veranda. How would these things happen? Only Swami knows, because nobody directly told this person should sit in the veranda. From day one, somehow it was clear when I went to sit in the veranda. I'll sit at the back because I knew I was going to leave at 7. So Swami will come, give darshan, and then the break will happen, and Swami will take devotees for interview. Then 7:30 I'll leave. 9:30, 10 o'clock I used to be at Hosur in the factory and work, and then go back to Chennai. So this was happening for 2 years or more. So I remember 96, Swami, and when Swami gave me time, he never stopped the interview. The interview stopped because you felt that, Swami is giving you so much time, where Swami look, he will not say, go. So you have to then say, Swami, shake your head, and then Swami will say, okay, you can go. So I told Swami, you are very unfair to me, Swami. No, unfair. Ama Swami, he said, என்ன டைமே கொடுக்கறது இல்லை சுவாமி நீங்க. And became stern. How many times did you come last year? You sat in the back and you left. You think I don't know? Then he became again gentle. He said, Bangaru, இவ்வளோதான் டைம் இருக்கு இப்போ in your life. This is all the time you have. போக போக I'll give you more and more and more time. As time goes on, I'll give you more and more time. So slowly I would come for 3 darshans. I had a standard routine. I would come the previous night, afternoon darshan, next day morning darshan, next day evening darshan. And that one interesting thing happened. In 94, when we came, at the break darshan, my Mr Venu Srinivasan was leaving for his factory, which is on the way to Bangalore, and then we were going on to Bangalore. So we had breakfast with him, and he said, okay, if you're leaving, we'll also come. Swami has seen. Next day I come. Swami comes very angry out of his room. Srinivasan enga. Swami will call you Srinivasan, Venu, and after that only you in whatever way. I said, Swami, enga? வந்து கேட்டேன் ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் போயாச்சு. Call me in and say, நீ ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் பார்க்க வந்தியா என்ன பார்க்க வந்தியா?
Oh my God.
I said, sorry, Swami. Scolded me and sent me home. Then next month, he was in Whitefield. So we went to Brindavan with my father-in-law. He looked at my father-in-law and said, Venu, Srinivasan பார்க்க வர்றாரு, என்ன பார்க்க வருது இல்லை. So the message to me, see, each one's message we get from Swami is unique to you. Nobody else can interpret the message that you get from Swami. So his message was, I must greet Swami and I must take leave of Swami. And in later years, as you know, Swami in a wheelchair, getting into a car, even getting near him when he leaves was difficult. I'll stand in the back, stand on tiptoe and shake my head. He'll look into my eyes and he'll shake his head. Then only I'll leave. Except for the final days when sometimes, I think towards the end, when he didn't even come for 3 or 4 darshans, he didn't come at a row, then I used to leave without seeing. That's the 1 or 2 times in my life I've left after that without explicitly taking leave of Swami. So this is how he teaches you. You are my child, then the child must tell the mother, நான் போயிட்டு வரேன், as we say in Tamil. So that was one extraordinary experience. And another time around 96 or 95, before the 70th birthday, Swami was walking and I was sitting, and when something was going on, I was sitting there in the front. As he walked by, he whispered, Venu function and he walked away. He didn't say anything. He wasn't even looking at me. He was looking straight ahead, but clearly you could hear. And many times you may not have said it physically, but you get the message. Swami, what he tells you, the next person does not hear what he tells you. It's amazing how Swami can manage that. So I said, okay, from that day, made a diary. Sports day must come. Shivratri must come. Guru Purnima must come. Birthday must come. So after that, 96, I think 4 times, other than normal darshan, I was always here. So one of the most endearing moments probably in my life, that is, you cannot forget. There are many moments, but endearing is the word you used. So the endearing moment was once my mother wanted to see Swami. So I brought my mother. My mother wanted to see Swami alone and tell her own issues and how she wanted to progress. Swami said, okay, made me sit and took her to the inner interview room. When Swami came back, my mother came in front and Swami came singing outside like a flute. Venu, you're singing. My mother was so moved. He said, Swami, Patukongo, Nalla Payan Swami. Swami said, he's my boy. Unak aachebane illiye. And my mother said, no, Swami, you keep him, Swami, as your boy.
Wow.
I would say singularly, many times Swami calls you my boy. In fact, is fine. But this is the most endearing and touching moment of my relationship with Swami. I would say, if you take one moment which you can never forget in your life. And he told my mother that he's my boy, and my mother said, keep him, Swami.
And I think that is the greatest reward, greatest sense of fulfillment that anyone can aspire for. And you have been given any number of awards, right from Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan to Lifetime Achievement Awards. And I think you name it, you have got those awards in the business world. But I guess nothing will compare to this moment with Swami.
The greatest title or award you can get in life is my boy.
That's right.
There is no greater award anybody can give you than Swami calling you my boy.
And he has looked after you also. I think from then on, you have grown under his care.
Yes. Once when Hero chairman was here, and he was in the sports day, he told me, Venu, Sai Baba, I told him, whose those vehicles running? He asked him. He said, yes, Swami, I know Venu's vehicles. He's a good boy. And he said, he didn't tell you you're a good man. He told me you're a good boy. I said, Brijmohanji, that's the greatest sense of, term of endearment and love that Swami tells when he's somebody, he's my boy and not he's a good boy, not a good man.
Absolutely. And that bond that started when the dam broke in 95, 96, I think the bond only got strengthened. And with time, Swami also gave you a lot of opportunities to be part of his work. He gave you the opportunity of being part of the temple construction in Madurai. Maybe you can tell us those stories.
So slowly it came. I think first was the water project, and I felt some contribution I had to make. And later in life, that you have nothing to do. You are a cashier of his bank and giving his money out to people who need it. If the money was Swami's in the first place, not your money. The action also is Swami's, not your action. You are just a cashier in a bank, and God is the bank. So all that you have in your account is what God has put into your account, and it is his account. So then how Swami makes you close, brings you close. See, if he gives somebody too a lot of time or attention, then people immediately say, oh, he's a rich man, he's a powerful man, he gets time. But Swami will always makes you do work so that people say, oh, he's doing Swami's work, therefore Swami is calling him close. So he gave me the mandir work. One day he suddenly called me and said, after I saw Swami many times that I'll go with drawings, I'll go with pictures, I'll go to take advice. And so Swami said, you build the Madurai mandir, design and oversee, supervise Madurai mandir. But money I will give. Okay, Swami got Stapati, made different patterns, and finally chose one. And that was a real Leela. That whole building program was Swami really showed you what his Leelas are. I always call him Veshamakara Kandan. Swami will do more mischief than anybody will do. And so it started. So we made one plan, we made this, went, and V. Srinivasan guided me because at that time I'd never built a public building. I'd built my own factories, but never built public building. So we tore it down. There was a Sarva Dharma symbol on the gate, and first thing I removed that symbol. I'll tell you what happened later. Because we designed the building and we wanted to, this Sarva Dharma symbol was hiding the building. So we decided the best place is to make a proper to scale new Sarva Dharma symbol with the angels holding it up on top of the building. And he took it away. They all went and told Swami, you don't know Swami, உங்க சர்வதர்மா சிம்பிளே எடுத்துட்டாரு வேணும். And Swami said, அப்படியா, I will tell him. Not the Swami ever told me anything. So we did build. Now somebody wanted that to be a marriage hall in the rest of the time and they wanted upstairs dining. Swami told me, no dining. Only for bhajan and seva. No. So they went and told me, Swami, அவங்க மேலே டைனிங் ஹாலே போடல சுவாமி. அப்படியா, நான் சொன்னேன் போடுறதுக்கு. Then next time we go and meet, don't put. So Swami has played so many roles. Each one he makes them happy. But coming to the most important Leela, it was the first time I was overwhelmed. Swami held me by my hand and took me around the whole building, sat me on the stage, asked me to speak. No words would come. Then he scolded me. This is not speech. Okay, I didn't speak much. I was choked. Then I couldn't go to Kodai with him. That time if I had gone to Kodai, I know I would have got real Maryada. Venu has come from this function and he had told people, whatever reason I couldn't go. And Swami said, "Nee varliya Kodaikanal? We are hosting a tea for him outside on Kodai Road." I just broke down and said, Swami, I understand. And as soon as Swami finished going back from Kodai, we broke the entire flooring. At that time, I had not enough experience. The flooring was all in red marble, granite, but different shades of granite. So I called the biggest granite fellow and he said, I'll send 6 lorries worth of granite. You dry lay and make sure it's perfect. Whatever you don't use, I will take back. So we redid it. And Swami came, we had this, red felt carpet that they used to put roll out for Swami. We had stuck that whole thing, so the whole thing was red carpet. எல்லாம் உடைச்சிட்டாங்க சுவாமி. ஸோ ரெடியாகவே இல்லை பில்டிங். எல்லாம் சுவாமிக்காக அது பண்ணிட்டாங்க. சுவாமி சார் அப்படியா? ஸோ சுவாமி நான் திங் he broke it everything. One day I came quietly. வேணும் இங்கே ஏன் வரல? I said, no Swami, it's my monthly visit. I'm coming. I told you to come. Nobody told me, Swami, come. Then he asked. It was so high context. And Swami, no explanation was ever needed. How much did it cost? He knew that I had spent more money because I dare not ask Swami for the second flooring because that was my mistake. How can I go and ask the trust? And Vishnu said, we don't have money, don't spend more than this. I don't know, Swami. How much did it cost? Salamate, Swami. I won't tell you, Swami. Then he looked at me and said, Bangaru, I have given them my word that I will build the building. Now, if you put some money in it, there will be pollution. So tell me how much it costs. I said, so many lakhs. He said, he went inside his room, got a checkbook. Inside the interview room, there's another room where he used to eat in the old days before he moved to Purnachandra. He went there, he took out came back and said, right, pay yourself X. Swami signed it, called Chiranjeevi Rao and said, when are you leaving? I said, Swami, I'll leave after darshan. He said, before he leaves, make sure this is check. He said, what will you do with the money? I said, Swami, I'm building these 9 temples in Navatirupati. The government asked me to restore the temples. I'll use it for that. Ah, good boy. So look at this whole episode. It was just the most, and how many times I saw Swami during the time. I could only walk in and see we were going for work. And after that, everybody realized that, oh, Venu is doing Swami's work. Hey, Venu built the mandir. No, I didn't build anything. And so after that, it was next time I went to Kodai, the people didn't even wait to say, you sat outside till Swami called. Go inside, Swami is there. Suddenly all the doors opened. Till then, for about 6 years, Swami did not allow me to come inside. 93, 94, Swami is guest. You went to Kodai, right, royally you are taken. Then from 94, we just sat and Swami Pakla. What Swami's Pakla means, only Swami knows. I will see. And one say, Pakla, the Patache. You've seen. So Swami's Leela continued. So after this mandir, you walked into Kodai when Swami was there royally. As soon as you came, you were ushered straight in. You sat there. So that was a very important turning point, I would say, in the relationship with Swami. That was a time when clearly Swami admitted to you to his fold, his inner fold kind of thing.
And I think as you mentioned that it was a turning point in your relationship with Bhagawan. And I think business-wise also the TVS group was undergoing
business
a lot
from 93 actually
transition.
Business took off. And till 2003, the major setback I had again was 2006 or 7. That was also, after that, it didn't matter actually. Business is independent. That's, on a cinema screen, you see earthquakes, you see happiness, you see romance, but none of it is true. The screen is still white after the movie is over.
Beautiful. You are mentioning this because as you were saying before we started this conversation, so many people, when they used to see you in Prasanthi and always smiling and always having this vibrant expression and so much in ecstasy when you were sitting in mandir, and people used to wonder the business is going through so much ups and downs, but whenever you see Venu sir, he is in ecstasy. And
I used to come and meditate. By the time I'd been initiated to meditation, Swami once told me in the interview room, the people don't know how much this meditation is protecting your whole family. And so I used to come, sit and meditate. I would have typically a Ramakrishna book, a loving God to begin with. Then I read a lot of Ramakrishna I read when I was sitting there. Swami, look at it, look at me, and walk away. And one day Swami came in a dream and said, read Bhagavad Gita. Now, where do I read Gita? I don't know Tamil, I don't know Sanskrit. So I got Jack Hawley's walkthrough for Westerners, Bhagavad Gita from the bookshop. And I was reading it, I was having it in my lap. He came, looked at the book, looked at me, gave me a big smile and said, okay. He had told me in my dream to read the book. So he said, you're following my advice. So it's a lot of small interactions, big interactions. Whenever we came as a family, we got unlimited time interviews. But one other amusing incident, I used to find it difficult every time to find a place to stay. I used to tell accommodation, they'll put you somewhere. Next visit, Swami comes walking very briskly, early in the afternoon for darshan. I come only for you, come. You're having trouble, no? Every time you have to find a place, every time you're put in some other building. At that time also another thing happened. After the birthday, 80th birthday, a lot of, or 75th birthday, lot of buildings had come up and they're being given to devotees. So the Secretary Narayan at that time had told me, ask Swami. I can't ask Swami. He knows I'm here. If I need it, he will give me. If he doesn't give it to me, I don't need it. I am not going to ask Swami. I don't like to ask Swami too many things. I like to just go. In fact, during interview, my children will be asking questions, wife will be asking questions. I'll sit behind this chair and quietly just sit and bask in Swami's glory. Asking, I never asked Swami much. So he said, take 2 rooms in Shanti Bhavan and take the keys from Chiranjeevi Rao. One room permanently for yourself. One room will always be there for you. Whenever your family comes, they can use that. So we had 2 rooms. Till after COVID, my visits had come down, so I said it's not fair to block 2 rooms. So Swami came all the way running and he walked fast. I was wondering why Swami is walking. I have come only for you to give you a place to stay. So you didn't complain. Whatever allotted, you took. Okay, now Swami tested you. Okay, now it's time to give you.
It's that mother that Swami is. You don't have to.
But he also was checking
Yes.
your mind.
Are you complaining?
Are you complaining? You
Yes.
never complain to Swami.
I think the journey of every devotee, as you were saying before we started this conversation also, Swami initially gives you what you want. I give you what you want so that you will want what I want to give you. And I think that is the journey that every person has to go through.
See, Swami does not want to give you santosham. He will say some santosham is some dosham. I want to give you ananda. I want to give you bliss. So all that you are asking materially can give you only santosham. It will disappear tomorrow. And many experiences for me. Once I wanted to buy a jet. I was having a severe back problem. I had lost some disc in my thing. Swami looked after it, no surgery. Went through his usual Leela, operation, no operation. And then I wanted this. I got scoldings, etc. But finally, he said, okay, you buy a second plane, but not a jet. You buy one more propeller plane. Put all your marketing people in that and send them all over the country. Your marketing people are not going to the market enough. And so when I bought my plane, Swami said, Nanu kudiye vare. And actually, after the surgery, I came with Swami and flew him in my plane to Parthi. It's not my plane, it's his plane. But anyway, I had the great, I don't know what I can call, bhagyam to have Swami in the plane. And we made a special lift for Swami so the wheelchair could be pushed into the plane. Or he could walk into the plane and then walk out. And we have one lift is still there at the airport here, where few times Swami used that.
So very unexpected blessings and moments that you never ever imagined happened and unasked so many times.
No, after 2006 or so, I would say that I really stopped asking Swami anything. Whatever Swami gives, he knows what I want. Why should I ask? I asked him only one thing. I said, Swami, is there any new business I should do? You think and come. Then I gave him 4 options. He said, this business, no. This business, go up like a rocket, will come down like a rocket. In this business, you do. Finally started, didn't go anywhere. That business, you said, you do well. We started it. But that's the only time I remember last time ever asking Swami specifically a question of guidance. But otherwise, family guidance, what we should do, how we should do, that we will ask, but never really, I have a problem or anything. And so it was unbelievable journey, and it's just unbelievable amount of love, infinite love. Raman Maharishi says that if you go to the sea with a thimble, you will get a thimble full of water. If you go into the big tank, you will get a tank full of water. Swami is love, samudram, ocean of love. So when you go to that ocean of prema sagara, you go with a big heart, you can take away a lot of love. If you go with a little thimble, you'll get a thimble full of love. So Swami is really ocean of love.
And many times as you're receiving this nectar of love,
Pyar ka sagar hai.
Tu pyar ka sagar hai, that Swami used to love to hear. You wonder whether you really deserve, do you really have done anything for it?
See, once when I came, I remember maybe 96, I never remember dates well. Swami was Suddenly the BMW red car came. Swami was going to go for sports. He said, get in. So it was sports practice. Got in. I was just moved. That was early days and Swami to take you in his car. I didn't know what to do. I was waiting for Swami to get in the car. The driver said, you get in first. Get in and sit down. Swami will come. I got in, sat. Swami came and turned around, looked at him at the back. I said, Swami, what bhagyam. I must done my last janma, Swami. He said, what janma? Janmam. In my last janmam, I said, janmas, he told me. So many janmas of serving Swami and bhakti for Swami. Swami, you have come here. Second thing also, when I was coming down from Trai after interview, Swami, I was just walking. I was the last person to walk. I was walking with Swami out. I said, Swami, mukti kudukana, Swami. Swami said softly, bhakti kudukana. I said, Swami, you didn't hear me properly. I would take all kinds of liberty. My mother, no, you don't. I used to tell him whatever I wanted. So I said, mukti sonne, Swami. Bhakti kudta, mukti pinnadiye varo. Bhakti kudukra. So then only you realize, bhakti is not your effort. Bhakti itself is His grace. In order to give you the greater and things of mukti, He gives you bhakti first. So bhakti itself is God's love. Bhakti is not your prayatana.
Absolutely. I mean, the way Bhagawan gave you the mantras for your spiritual life. And I think those are the most powerful wealth and treasure that you have.
Did not is totally wrong. But Swami miracles are not miracles. If you believe that Swami created the prapancha, the whole universe and galaxies, He gave you one card. And you say, what a miracle. Swami says, you are the true miracle of Swami. The transformation He creates in you from Jada to Manisha, leaving, because man has divine qualities, animal qualities, and human qualities. And Swami says, you must ultimately have only the divine qualities in you. Deva Gunam alone, you must have the others, you must cast. That transformation is like converting clay to gold. It is alchemy, and Swami is the alchemist. And that is the miracle of Swami. How He takes a worldly person and then makes him an ornament worthy of himself.
I think that is why Swami used to call everyone as Bangaru, because that is how He purifies us, reshapes us so that we shine in His glory. And I'm sure, even as you received so much love from Bhagavan, but there were these moments which really reshaped you, churned you, and he put you through that rigmarole so that you shine.
Unless you churn the ocean, the Amrit won't come. So unless you take the gold, heat it, remove the impurities, beat it into shape, the ornament doesn't come. So Swami also knows that He has to put you through the workshop. He has to heat you, beat you, forge you, and ultimately make you an ornament. So that is the process. But once you get closer to Swami, you realize that. See, when you go closer and closer to the fire, the moth gets burnt in the fire, and nothing exists but the fire. So like that, you also go to Swami. The closer you go, your karmas get burnt up more quickly. People don't realize. Outside people who are in the world, they look at people who go to Swami and say, Swami pakadla pona avங்களுக்கு கஷ்டம் தான். They find difficulty. That's not true. Swami is accelerating the karma. So you actually see a lot more pain. But you are no longer in pain. It is only the body or the mind or the material possessions that are burnt off. The Atma is shining. Therefore, the person who asks, are you suffering? No. Swami is there. Why am I suffering? I am happy.
In fact, whenever students used to ask Swami the same question, Swami, why is there so much suffering in the lives of saints? So, Swami's immediate question used to be, did he come and tell you? Did they come and tell you that they were suffering? You are thinking they are suffering, but they are in ecstasy.
Same thing with devotees. True devotees, when you come, and I've seen many people here, till 2000 things went beautifully. 93 to 2000 almost. I cannot remember anything. I had to worry. From 2003, ups and downs and ups and downs. And so, but it didn't matter. There are so many different ups and downs. That all Swami looked after.
He gave that perseverance and that absolute sense of surrender also, I guess, comes once you have
Slowly it comes, Swami. That also he
Swami
gives you.
in your life.
You didn't surrender. He gave you the spirit of surrender. The prapati, Sharanagati itself is something he put in your mind and made it bloom. You didn't put it. And the last days also, once I had really was disturbed. I didn't know what to do. I went to Swami. He was coming out of the last sports day attended. I stood right in the way because I said, Swami will pass by. I can't tell him. Those days, Swami was becoming weaker by the day physically. I said, Swami, problem. Pony! He spoke so loudly. Normally you couldn't hear in those days. I went away. Problem also went away. So he was not asking you to go. Pony! I know Swami said that. I came away happily. I said, problem will go.
Wow.
But it was a great journey. It was not probably, in any janma of mine, this must have been the greatest journey.
And the messages of the master sometimes are direct, sometimes are very subtle.
See, Swami's messages are more subtle than direct in my life, I would say. He never told me to do anything, except he came in my dream, asked me to read the Gita. After that, he never told me anything. But the message to me always was, don't seek me outside. Even when I was physically close to him, always, do you want to be near to me or dear to me? That question was always in my mind. And although I was near to him in a sense, but I never asked to speak. Last many years, I didn't speak to him in interviews. I just sat quietly. My wife, children, they'll all ask interviews. I had nothing to ask. When you're Swami, you're in bliss. What to ask? When God gives you bliss, why ask for alpa things?
So I think, given that Swami had put you through that journey of internalizing him and not being overtly too attached to his form,
and his detachment or this seeking him was never explicitly said. It just appeared inside your heart. The thoughts appeared, and more. I was just happy to see Swami. It didn't matter. I come here, spend 1.5 days, and then go back happily. There's nothing to ask.
So
he knows all your problems. What are you going to tell him?
Absolutely.
The best I'll tell you, I wanted to rebuild the South Indian canteen those days into a modern industrial canteen. So somebody I had shown. So one of the trustees said, no, don't go and tell Swami canteen is not nice. He won't like it. You say that you want to serve devotees, put it across. See, sometimes you're too close to God. You don't realize He's God. So I prepared all my speech and went and took the book and so நீ என்ன நினைக்கிற உங்க workersக்குலாம் you're giving very clean canteen and food and you want to give the same thing to devotees. He took the book, put it on the sill, இப்போ வேண்டாம். So if you think you can give a sales pitch to Swami, Swami gave me a sales pitch. I was asked to tell him, he himself said it. So you never try to outsmart Swami.
And I think you have seen so many such moments, especially in the final years, in after 2005, 2006, when Bhagawan, you could see that he was in pain, but he was stretching himself to the limits.
And I remember when he had this operation and he was in Trai, I used to go straight from work. At 5 o'clock I leave. Those days traffic was not much. By 6:30 I will be in Trai. I'll be sitting on the stone bench outside, meditating and praying for Swami tears. So somebody would come and say, tell Swami. Then Swami sent word, why is that boy coming here, and tell him I will take care. Let him not worry. Ask him to go. So Swami gave one first darshan after surgery. All of us were downstairs and he came upstairs in the veranda. Yes. Swami hears every murmur in your heart. Swami hears.
And I think even in those years when he was not giving many interviews, but he still called you and your family, and he blessed.
That Swami was really so compassionate. My daughter came from America and she said, I want to see Swami. Swami said, yaryum paakradilla. I said, Swami, I don't know, but she has come. So he called her, gave her Pada Namaskar, right, the step outside his my interview room. And publicly, he said, okay, take Namaskar and go.
And you were also fortunate once Bhagawan told you to come for festival occasions. When Lingodbhavam
Yes, I was there.
restarted, you were there.
That was an experience which I think if you ask some Bhagya professor or you ask some of the devotees from Delhi, it was... I cannot even today... I shudder when I think of what I did. Swami came. He was showing the linga to everybody. I was sitting right opposite the interview room on a chair with the pillar. He passed by, showed them, and he was taking it back. I said, what is this, Swami? He was showing it to me, he's taking it. I went and caught his hand. I can't, today if you ask me, I shudder. How did I have the courage to go behind and catch Swami's hand? He turned around and I said, okay, with this mane of hair, this Narsimha avatar only, that's all next year. Hiranyakashipu only. Swami looked at me and said, suddenly, he turned around angrily, looked at me and said, smile, melted, Bangaru, and he put the lingam on my head. And then I went back and the others rushed forward. Swami said, get... And the others told me, because of you, we thought we could take the liberty, we shoot away. And Swami turns around to you and tells you, Bangaru.
Wow.
That is probably one other incident in my life I can't forget. Where did I have the courage to go and grab Swami's hand? I have never heard of anybody grabbing Swami's hand.
Nobody dare do that.
That it was as I said, probably no janma ever before my life. The journey would have been so enthralling and so loving and simply just floating in nectar or drowning in nectar, I would say.
And if you turn the clock back, to the early 90s when Bhagawan came into your life, pulled you to him. But that was also the time when you were actually looking for a guru, isn't it, sir?
Yes. And I did not recognize the call. You see, Raman Maharishi says when you pray for God so deeply, God will come to you as a guru. And I used to weep and put the book away and said, Ramana, your words are not true. I am crying and Guru is not coming. Guru is calling and you are not going. So when I went to him, I realized, yes, I was crying for my Guru and God himself came as a teacher. And even this miracle, Swami gave me a ring. He gave me a white ring. And I keep looking at it. I just read all these stories, loving God, Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, and then nothing is happening. Then one day suddenly Swami's face appeared right in front of me in that ring.
Wow.
Okay, now a person who says no miracles, so I was very happy Swami came. Next time I came to Parthi, he took the ring away.
Oh.
I said, no Swami, no Swami. Poor Kudu. He took it away and gave me a ring from which stones would constantly fall off. So don't get attached to that. Swami never wanted you to be attached to the form of Swami. He wants you to be attached to the Swami.
And I think,
Antaryami, Sarvantaryami, Sarvantarbhuta.
yes.
The Swami used to keep saying, that is what he wants you to see. And finally he said, don't take namaskar inside, take namaskar here. Don't take
Inside.
namaskar outside. And people got shocked. What is this? Swami says, no namaskar. And that was the time when Swami had started his withdrawal. But now later looking back, it was very clear by 2007 onwards, Swami had already started signaling to people. We could see the signal. We didn't want to see the signal. But Swami was signaling that till don't take Pada Namaskar, see inside. Swami's body was weakening, interviews are coming down, darshans were dropping. So there were very clear signals that Swami's journey in that body was slowly coming to over that act.
And after that, these places that Bhagavan has created for us, these oases of heaven, Prasanthi, Nilayam, Trai Vrindavan, Kodaikanal, these places became places where people could connect to him. And you had a very strong connection with Kodaikanal, because that's where your initial...
That's where I surrendered to Swami.
Yes.
So to me, it was always the true Brindavan was not Bangalore. True Brindavan was Kodaikanal, where Swami was at play.
Absolutely.
Swami was totally different in Kodaikanal. He was truly take you for picnics, go for send you for horse rides, boating. He'll send the students, and we were Swami. You could sit next to Swami. You could spend endless time with Swami. So to me, that was when I went to Kodaikanal later. I was so upset, and fortunately, the trust and Ramani spoke to the trustees, and they said, "Okay, you can take up the renovation." And Swami's grace, everywhere we could see Swami's hand. We want to give one or two examples. The whole roof was rusted of the Bhajan Mandir. And how are we going to do it? Swami's Aradhana day was coming, and we said Aradhana day is the deadline. Next morning when my civil engineer went, there were new sheets. All the steel sheets were new sheets.
Wow.
Previous day he called me and said, "Sir, 6 months it will take to buy new sheets, remove everything." Next day morning there was no rust on any sheet.
Completely changed.
Completely changed overnight.
Wow.
And my wife was measuring. The flute was missing from the Krishna that used to be there next to Swami. As she was measuring it, this much vibhuti just fell on the shoulder of the Krishna.
Wow.
Then as you walk, you'll find vibhuti on the ground. Day after day, as work was going on there, every time you went, you will see. Then I forget the name of Dave was the caretaker, and I was there, and I went into meditation. First, we were having bhajan there after the inauguration. The jula started going, and everybody was looking. When I opened my eyes, it had stopped. He said, "We didn't want to disturb you, but the bhajan was going. The jula was just vigorously going." Swami shows, because people still need signs of Swami. Swami that moves or does not move, I know that Swami is there. But Swami does show these mahimas. These visiting cards are important to give people what they want, so they will want what Swami wants to give you. So like that, he gives you these, like children given candy, children given lollipop. Swami still gives you all these things. We should not deprecate them. That's important to the devotee who's receiving the mahima. But as you go, you don't need that. That's fine. I never needed it. Swami would, day before I go to Kodaikanal, he would have produced Rama's ring, Sita's ring, something he would have produced. The day after I left, he would produce. Day and then nothing will produce. So I used to wonder, Swami doesn't show me. Then I realized that is not what you are come for. Swami, you have to recognize Swami here and don't. So I have seen very few. I've been Kodaikanal so many times. All those things that he shows will happen either before I come or after I go. A message to me, again, you saw it was a subliminal message. It was not a explicit message. So, okay, Swami is very clear. Don't hanker for the worldly signs of Swami. There's one final experience which I will leave with. The Kodaikanal experience. I had gone to Hilltop. And we were sitting there having breakfast, tiffin on the veranda outside. And inside was the Jula and Swami. As soon as Swami came, the mala, huge, must be 10, 15 kilo, just fell at the entrance to the Jula room. And Gadia or somebody sitting next to me, see, Venu, it's for you. Now, why should he have said it's for you? All of us were watching, no? He was also watching. So the person next to me said, see, it's for you. And Swami came and took my hand. And the others came, V. Srinivasan, because their duty to take Swami. Swami didn't let go of my hand. He held it tight. And I walked Swami to the Jula. And he sat down on the Jula and I was rocking the Jula holding his hand. I was choked. I said, Swami, Romba Bhagya Swami. Amma, Romba Bhagya Swami. And then I picked up courage and I said, Swami, Abdila Swami, to be on earth when the avatar is there, then see him and then be close to him. All that happen is Bhagyam, no Swami. Bhagyanda, Prema Sai Parachini Kude Rupetu. Then I told him, Swami, not like this time, Swami. That by the time I got my courage to demand, I said, Swami, not like this time. From beginning to end. Meaning when Prema Sai comes, I will see him and I must be there at the end. Not like this where I came late and finally left even before I left this body. He said, Kattayo, Kattayo, Kattayo.
Wow.
So that gave me I would say, the strength to bear the separation of Swami from his body. That assurance, and not once, but 3 times that he gave. Okay. He's given me, on my 50th birthday, I went and sat in Sir Giri's position next to the door. Normally, nobody would dare go and sit in the Vice Chancellor's seat. So I went, it was my birthday. Swami came and looked. And they go like this, what are you doing sitting here? I said, birthday, Swami. Birthday, Anandam, come in. So I went, Swami, will you give me a varan for my birthday? I should have said it chronologically, probably first. I said, Enna Vonakad. I said, Swami, give me Nishkamya life, Swami. Swami said, no, I can't give you. Then I bet, guess. Then I got a little clever. You think you're more clever than Swami, always. So I said, Swami, give me Purna Sharnagati. Now here, Purna Sharnagati, Kama can't be there, no? He said, no.
He said, no.
I said, why, Swami? How beautifully explained in simple Tamil. Swami, Bangaru, இந்த ஜன்மத்தில் நீ சாதிக்க வேண்டியது நிறைய இருக்கு பங்காரு. கொஞ்சம் காமம் இல்லைன்னா சாதிக்க முடியாது. Which means that in this life, you have much to do. And since then, we have done 2,500 villages, we've done so many temples, so much of service. All that would not have been possible if at that time I had taken Purna Saranagati. And he said, if you don't have a little karma, you can't achieve that. So then I said, okay, Swami, can I ask something? He said, ask. I said, there's only one fear I have in my life. When I go, how will I go? And the reason I asked that is in many cases, including Swami's own devotees, he's come in the last minute and provide Ganga water, the oldest story of Swami and Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, where even after he left, he has come, people have seen him and he has taken them with him. I said, Swami, how will I go when I go? That is the only fear. Will you come and take me by my hand? He looked up and said, that I will do for you. So in reality, since that time, that was 2002, I had very little to ask Swami. He had told me, when you go, I will take you by your hand.
And as Swami said, there is a lot of work that you need to do, and for that little karma has to be there. And you were like a Venu, like a flute. You were his instrument to do such fantastic
Both
work.
the instrument, and you also had to be hollow, so that he could blow his breath through you.
Absolutely. And you did this temple reconstruction project.
Even the temple reconstruction was surprising, because somebody told me, Swami does not want devotees to build temples. You have just come to Swami. Why are you taking this? So Kodaikanal, we are there. We gave interview just before we left. I said, Swami, the temple, that's all. That's all I said. Vaishnavan, Kadame, go do your duty. Because these are the sacred of sacred Vaishnav temples, where Nammalvar sat in the middle and the 9 gods came to him and called Navatirupati. So he said, Vaishnavan, Kadame, go do your duty. That's all. I just said Swami in the temple. Swami gave the reply. And there's nothing he does not know. Not you blink your eye, he knows. Any thought, however passing and transient it is, he knows your thought it. So I never felt the need to always explain to Swami. I just asked Swami, shall I do it? It may be small thing, it may be hundreds of crore new project. Do. Vanda. That's all. My wife would even ask me, you have not explained anything to Swami. I said, what explanation? He knows everything. He knows my thought. I understood him, he understood me. Or rather, he understood me and understood his reply. So you don't have to explain anything to Swami. If you're in pain, you don't have to tell Swami you're in pain. He knows you're in pain. In fact, my daughter, when we went to Swami and my daughter and both of us got interview. He said, Swami, Appa disappointment, Swami. At that time when my business was going through some real crisis between 2007 and 10. Apdiya, ஒண்ணுமே என்கிட்ட சொல்றது இல்லை. Then we gave, I said, good boy. And he said, I'll make all your father's disappointments into appointments.
Wow.
That's how Swami's Leela. It took many years for that to happen, but it happened. So it's just Swami's, everything is leave Swami. Leave everything to Swami. That is the ultimate situation one should try to reach, is leave everything to him. It's like somebody holding bags and saying, my arms are paining. You drop the luggage, less luggage, more comfort.
Travel with Sai, in Sai. And you didn't stop just with building temples. After that,
See, we had to do the villages around. If you want one more story, I'll tell you. I never wanted to do villages, okay? I'll tell something which is almost sacrilege. I thought love wall, serve wall is a tennis score. In every tennis match, there's a love wall, no? So when the temples are built, I found the society was in pathetic shape. So there's no point in leaving the temple. Nobody look after it, because that society will say, some rich fellow wanted to, had too much money, he came and built the temple. And so we started doing Gram Seva to protect the temples. After many years, somebody said, you have not brought out a report. Venu, you are doing so much of work. What is this? You have not bring out a report. I brought out a small report. Very proudly, I went to Swami. Swami. He took the report. Okay. Tossed it to where the vibhuti packs will be kept on the window ledge. and said, "Where in the samacharam?" You didn't want to do. You thought it was tennis court, no? So why are you now telling him I have done? He did it. You did. Swami teaches you practically in a simple way without your words. By that simple action of tossing it and asking you where in the samacharam, that you are not the doer. Even the thought was not yours. Swami is a great teacher.
And today, when you look at it, once while speaking to MBA students, Swami said Shri Sathya Sai means, Shri means society, Satya is Samskriti, and Sai means Sanatana. So if you look at this whole project, it is empowering society, and it is rebuilding and fostering our culture and connecting them to the Sanatana, connecting them to the divine. And it is given a new definition to love all, serve all. And I think...
So Swami took me to 2,500 villages, almost 3,000 students we are teaching Bal Vikas. And it's run by one of Swami's boys, Rajaram. You know Rajaram, I'm sure.
Yes, he's an alumnus.
He's now the chief operating person. As the chairman, he's number 2. Where all this happened. Today you can't even dream how all those things happened.
People look at you as a very successful entrepreneur and the number of awards and everything that the world has blessed you with. And today is also the time when you see a lot of young entrepreneurs. It is the time of Make in India. It's the time of Startup India. So what would you like to say to young people who have that fire in them, at the same time who have some amount of trepidation? Will I be able to do it? How should I proceed? Can I follow the path of Satya and Dharma and still make it? How should I, proceed in this
Swami
direction?
has so much he has said actually about self-confidence. Life is a game, play it. Life is a dream, realize it. Life is a challenge, meet it. Life is love, live in love. Swami, just 4 lines he has told an entrepreneur what he should do.
You have to just follow the master.
Follow the master, face the devil, win the game. I'm not sure.
Fight till the end and finish the game.
Finish the game. I've heard all that, but simple surrender to Swami is a much easier path. You fight. Bhima has always been my great idol, not Arjuna as much. Arjuna had to go through Gita to fight. But Bhima, just leave everything to, that Bhima story where he goes to Indraloka and all the flowers are taken away and Arjuna asks with arrogance, "Oh, these are all Arjuna's pushpa." He said, "No, that is Alpam. This is the mantra pushpa of Bhima. We can't have enough hours in the day to clear the pushpa that's falling in the temple in Indraloka." There's one story in Mahabharata. So just leave it to Swami and fight. I have never had fear of fighting because I know Swami is there.
I think once you have him in your heart, that whole idea of self-confidence acquires a new dimension.
That cannot come without the greater power of Swami. The ultimate power, the divine power, the Parabrahma itself. And you have the Parabrahma from your mother, why should you fear? Why fear when I'm here? It's not even God, it's your own mother.
So absolutely. So that is the message. Follow the master and have that confidence that Swami is with you. The greatest power of the universe is with you. And you can do whatever.
And ultimately, Mahapaleshu Kadachana.
Mahapaleshu Kadachana.
It is just the journey itself is not the destination. It's only the journey itself is the destination.
Yes.
And more important than the destination journey is the company of God in your heart.
Yes. Then the journey becomes such a thrilling and enjoyable journey. It's a blissful journey, actually. You're never stressed. As they say, you become blessed every moment.
You are stressed, I won't say that, but you're able to withstand all the
Withstand.
shocks and pains that come because you know that confidence, that courage, the lowest of times he'll pick you up. And highest of times he'll also pull you down. I want one more story. Swami's helicopter trip, the final trip in 2009, I think he went to Kodai. Swami had to be taken and put in the helicopter because he couldn't get out of the wheelchair. So we had to make sure nobody could see and take a picture of Swami actually being taken. So the helicopter, we had made a screen and a ramp. So you go up the ramp behind the screen and somebody places Swami in the helicopter. Then the whole screen and the ramp is on wheels. So we could pull it away. And then the helicopter would start. Swami, people see Swami in the helicopter. We made all this. We had kept one helipad in Batlagundu to in case Kodai was cloudy. And we had one team in. So everything went there. Swami reached them. I went there 1 week later. And I was Swami's child, like a very proud little child. Swami was going for lunch. And as he was going for lunch, I said, Swami, arrange Muslim Anardada Swami. Swami just looked at the boy and said, that way. And he just wheeled away. And speaker, he told me, why are you fishing for compliments? Swami was so happy with the arrangement. See, now he put you down. Why do you fish for compliments? Then before I left, he told me, Allah, Allah. Everything was good, Bhagawan. So when you go high also, Swami will pull you down.
The moment the ego bubble inflates, he will break it. And I think ultimately, as Swami says, man minus ego is God.
God.
And it takes everyone through that journey. And very, very blessed we are that we could listen to your journey. And I'm sure this will inspire a lot of devotees who are coming into his fold, discovering Swami. What would you like to say to those people who are now in their own ways learning about Bhagavan?
See, today I think people coming to Parthi, substantial numbers are first time visitors. Yes. And they should, as they come and experience, they should realize that even though they don't have the same advantage that many of us did of having a visible God, Nadamadum Devam, walking, talking God we had, loving God, but walking and talking and loving God. They only have a loving God which does not walk and talk, they can see. But He is there. So it is a little harder, they have to seek. But if they seek, again, Swami will come back as their guru and then lead them. So it is not, a good God will always come to you, Manusha Rupena. So Devam will always come to you if earning is there. God, Swami will come to you in some form and guide you, hold you by your hand. And you can climb the highest mountain. You can do everything you want, but ultimately want what you want to give Him. What He wants to give you. Sorry. You take all that, but climbing the highest mountain, reaching the highest peak, getting PhDs, Nobel laureates, gold medals, big business, all that will disappear. The Swami's famous song at the beginning of discourse, that Yavanam, Dhanam, everything is Astiram. Only Swami is Stiram. And you must reach that stage, that merge inside with Swami. So live life carefree with no luggage.
Be light with Swami in your heart. Beautiful, sir. When Bhagavan inaugurated this place, even before Swami inaugurated this place, Swami had told that from here my message will be heard all over the world. And today we are really so grateful in the Sri Sathya Sai Media Center that someone like you is here, and through you, becoming Bhagavan's flute is now sharing his message. And for us, every moment that Swami told here in this very hall, today it is a moment of fulfillment. It's a moment where we're living that truth that Swami had said.
I've been so infinitely overflowing. My cup was overflowing with Swami's love and affection, karuna, daya, kripa, that it's the least I could do. And was I was asked was to share, because I hope that others will also go through a journey, not only and then realize that material success is not permanent, and that experiencing Swami inside you is what is permanent. Swami always says you can never understand me, but you can experience me. And that is the greatest gift Swami gives.
And before we close, I just remembered that there were so many occasions when Bhagavan visited your home, sir. Would you like to share some of those
He
sweet
came
moments?
to my father-in-law's house once. He came to our house. One of the last times he visited Chennai, he came to our house. He went to visit on the way to Kodai, my wife's factory also, and went around. But I really, to me, it was at that time a great matter of joy and blessing, ecstasy. But when you look back on it, I still think that is only in Prakriti that all that happened. And that the real visit of Swami is still here. And all the visits to Kodai, to my house, to my visits to him, all fade away when you look at that you can experience Swami inside.
And this is also the year when a lot of preparations are being made for Bhagwan's centenary celebrations. We'll be celebrating 99th birthday, then 100th birthday. What would you like to say on this occasion as we celebrate his 100th birthday?
I think, frankly, I've said everything I do, whether it is 97th birthday or 98th birthday or 150th birthday, whatever I've said about my experiences and the entire prayatanam in life, the only meaning of life, the only purpose of life is to try to realize Him. That will remain eternally true.
These birthday moments must become the moments where we should strive even harder to realize him within our
Swami
hearts.
says every day must be your birthday.
Absolutely.
When you go and tell him birthday,
Yes.
every day must
Every
be
day.
your birthday.
And you know,
The birthday, the day Bhagawan is born in your
Born in your
heart.
heart.
So that must be the
Yes,
birthday. It's not one day in a year,
Absolutely.
but 365 days
Yes,
and 24 hours and
absolutely.
1,440 minutes a day.
Awesome, sir. Beautiful. I think that's the most profound message. Every day is a birthday of Bhagwan, and that is how we should
And you
live our
must
life.
never start any day without a thought of Swami. Never live any minute of the day without thought of Swami. Never end the day without thought of Swami. Swami is there, Swami will take care. Don't worry.
Thank you so much, sir. No words to express our gratitude. All I can say is it is just his blessing for us that he has willed that you are with us today. And whatever you shared with us is truly a treasure for posterity. It will continue to inspire so many who come to his
All
fold
Swami's grace, that's
and
also His
who
grace.
want to live with him. Thank you so much, sir.
Sai.